What you doing, son?
Squirting flies.
I hate kids.
The Duke family had been in the whiskey business 50 years before the Declaration of Independence. They fought everybody from the British to the Confederacy to the U.S. government to stay in it. Until last year when Bo and Luke got caught on a whiskey run. So Jesse swallowed a lifetime of pride and signed a treaty with the U.S. government to stop making whiskey if Bo and Luke could get probation. You see, he loved them boys better than life itself. But sometimes they really made him wonder why.
Why? He found them.
You were supposed to get the eggs.
Well, I thought you were.
Now this time, you've gone too far.
Now, Jesse,
Where'd you get them?
Sheriff Roscoe snuck him in on a truckload full of fertilizer. So we hijacked the truck.
You mean you stole these gambling machines and a truck?
Oh, no. Yeah. Well, we left the truck in front of the sheriff's office.
And what about these?
Well, we was just thinking that maybe...
Young man, you think again. You know good and well that this family don't hold with no gambling.
Oh, now, Jesse, we've been making moonshine for over 200 years. Now, well, why's gambling different?
Because making whiskey was a family tradition long before there was a U.S. of A. federal government to tell us that we couldn't. And passing a law didn't change the family ways none.
Well, yeah, but this is something different.
And besides, when we was making corn whiskey, we paid taxes on the corn. Gambling's a vice. How you gonna tax vice? Now then, I'm going in there and I'm gonna collect my eggs. And when I come back out here, I don't want to see anything but hind ends and elbows as you two boys are loading them their machines on that there truck yonder. And don't go selling them at a profit. That'd be wrong too.
What do you think? I think I'm tired of you always getting us into trouble and me having to think a way out. Well, we gotta change his mind. That'd be like reversing a buzzsaw. If we can't sell them, we're just gonna have to give them away. Like a charity or something. We're gonna reverse that buzzsaw. Uncle Jesse! We're fixing to change your mind. Or rather, Luke is. Well, tell him.
Well, Luke?
Can we keep those slots if I show you that all gambling ain't bad?
No way.
Now, how about if all the proceeds from those machines went to the orphanage?
You just found a way.
All right, put the window down.
Hey, again.
If you two don't take the prize. Now, chasing around, risking your own probation and prison, that's your business.
Now, we didn't mean for her
But
to...
Daisy, how many times have I said to you, boys, look out for Daisy? And how many times have you said to me, we will, Uncle Jess? And what do? You get her thrown in jail.
Now, just wait a minute, Jesse. It isn't always that way.
Daisy's the hope of the whole plan.
Thanks a lot.
The family line ends with Daisy. The chance of you two producing a family rates right up there with hogs producing beef. For 200 years, the Duke family had the whiskey craft. The government took that away from us. Then we had the land, and the Depression took that. Now all the Duke family has left is what it started with, and that's family, and Daisy is family. Now get her out.
Well, all I can say is if a driver like Turk Foley can wind up being a grease monkey to a girl driver, well, then the whole sport of racing's just gone to hell in a bucket.
Hey, I can think of worse jobs than looking after that sweet thing. You gotta turn on the light or do your famous imitation of a mole.
Just gonna have to rough it, Scout. I don't know if you've realized it yet, but If Amy's been working with Turk, she just may be a pretty hot driver and run your tail right off the track.
Oh, I'm scared to death. You know, I think I'm gonna track down that Amy. Broaden that lady's horizons.
That poor girl.
Guys.
Hello again.
Hi.
Cute knees, huh?
What's Goldilocks doing in my bed?
Sleeping. Till you tried to ravish me, Papa Bear.
What are you guys doing in here?
Well, it's our bedroom.
Oh, didn't you get the note I left you in the bathroom?
I didn't go in there to read.
Oh, you read?
They tried staying at the Hazzard Motel, but it was full.
All 6 rooms.
All right, boys. Now get out of here and get your sleeping bags. This ain't no Brody house.
Now that's Uncle Jesse. And underneath them long johns, you'll find every single one of them 10 commandments.
Night, ladies.
Thank you.
Jesse, I need to talk to you.
Well, if you can't look me in the eye, it must be pretty bad. What is it?
Well, I bet something that ain't totally mine.
Like what?
Like General Lee. Oh, what am I gonna tell Luke?
Why bother? You can't win that race anyway if he's in jail.
In jail? Well, what for?
For killing you when he finds out what you done. Oh, pride makes a good servant, but a poor master. Now you're risking something with Luke that's a lot more valuable than a automobile.
What am I gonna do?
Well, why don't you swallow some of that pride and get out of the bet? There's only one thing worse than the glutton, and that's a fool, and this family has 2 of them. Do you realize that by decoying them state troopers off of Cooter's trail, you made yourselves part and parcel to a felony?
Well, Uncle Jesse, we couldn't let him get caught. Cooter's our friend.
Well, besides, he's probably shedded the evidence by now.
That's beside the point. The president's car stolen in Hazzard County. The president of these United States. Now, you 2 find Cooter, and you make sure that he leaves that car somewhere where it'll be found. And don't get yourself caught in the process, because if you do, I'm gonna tan both your hides. And get rid of them hiccups.
I took one look at that car and it was L-U-V-E. You know what I got her up to? Cooter.
What?
110. In second.
Cooter?
Huh? See, you still got them hiccups, Bo.
Yeah.
Cooter? Where did you put the president's car?
Oh, in y'all's barn.
In our barn? Why?
As far as I could push her when she ran out of gas. Cooter.
Cooter, you know what's gonna happen if they find us here?
Huh?
We're gonna spend the next 10 years in jail.
Oh, look, I'm really sorry, y'all.
Cooter, that ain't nothing compared to what Uncle Jesse's gonna do to us.
Bo, grab that gallon can of gas. We gotta fill her up and get her out of here fast.
Well, this just ain't my day. I just get rid of one fool and 3 more come tearing in.
Well, look, Uncle Jesse, we can explain the whole thing.
Which they did,
Figured out.
to Jesse's dissatisfaction.
Old man Pettigrew's barn, you get that car out of there right now and get it out quick. Now,
All right.
Well, now she's the one that started this whole thing.
Now, you see what you done? Now, you're under arrest for grabbing at her, and you 2 are under arrest for swinging first. Enos, read them their rights. You dumb dipstick, you soaked me to that...
One, y'all have the right to remain silent.
Enos, they'll be out on bail before you finish with that. Just arrest them. Just get them out of here. Just get on out there.
180, 190, $200.
Besides being the county commissioner, Boss Hogg is also the justice of the peace. That's kind of like having a goat guard the cabbage patch, ain't it?
Sorry you made bail for them boys. Seeing a duke behind bars is my favorite form of entertainment.
Mine too.
Well, good morning. I want to thank you boys
Thank us.
for making my sunset years so stimulating. Now, you take this morning, for instance. I got up and was going over and pay Jason Higgins my $200 mortgage payment. But lo and behold, instead of making my mortgage payment, I find myself in here paying your bail. Want to guess how much?
200?
$200. Now we got to go over to the bank, take out what we got left, and make that payment.
Come on.
Well, are we gonna go after him? We just gonna sit here all day?
Well, it just so happens that I left my car keys in my pants pocket, and right now I ain't got no pants pockets.
Since when do we need keys to start a car?
All right.
What do you mean I owe you $50?
You insisted on holding the prize money. You had my half of that money in your pants. Now, the fact they stole your pants with my money in it is your problem, not mine.
You seem to be forgetting that it was your idea to pick up them dang girls in the first place.
Well, that had nothing to do with money.
What do you mean it didn't have anything to do with money?
Oh, I got it. We sent Bo and Luke after the prisoner. And if anything happens to them, that'd be terrible, wouldn't it?
Terrible.
You're beautiful, boss. You're just beautiful.
Beautiful. Real nice looking, maybe, but not beautiful.
Ain't that the truth? He's a mess of ugly. I hereby deputize both of you as deputies of
Hold
Hazzard
on, Roscoe. We can't go through with this.
That cemetery up there is gonna take off to flying with all them dukes spinning around in their grave.
Well, I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Or you could refuse it, but that mean that you're gonna stay in jail. I'm gonna sell your car at public auction. Here's your goods.
Roscoe, you gotta be kidding.
No way. We touch those things and our probation goes whistling up a hollow tree. And you know it.
Now that is entrapment. Now would I, as an honest officer, ask you... Let's get on with it. Just raise your hand. The other hand. I here deputize both of you as deputy sheriffs of Hazzard County.
You gotta do it so loud.
You promised us we'd be the only three knew about this.
Well, I gave you my word, didn't I?
Now, about Roscoe's word, he has to have somebody else call his dogs, because they don't even believe him anymore.
Well, if it ain't the deputy duke.
Remember what I said about Roscoe's dogs?
Just the three of us, huh, Roscoe? Well, I should have known better. I mean, Roscoe can't hardly go night-night without Boss burps him.
Hush. You just hush that.
My, how those badges do glisten when the light strikes them right. Ain't that so, Roscoe?
Yeah, they do glisten. A lot better than mine. Hey, boss, can I buy a new glistening badge out of petty cash?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Because none of my cash is petty, that's why.
Ooh.
There you go, Enos. Roscoe's car door is good as new. That looks good, Cooter. That'll be $35.42.
Roscoe figured that'd come to exactly 3 of your delinquent parking tickets, Cooter. Plus 42 cents, cash on the barrelhead. That arc total, Cooter.
Thanks a lot, Enos.
Now, Cooter, I'm gonna have to give you a ticket for litter now, dang it.
Enos!
I'm sorry.
Enos, you see what I see?
Possum on the gun bush. Them boys escaped convicts impersonating peace officers.
I gotta see this.